Yo, this your boy CEO Hockley. Real quick, man, today's episode is being sponsored by OGHollywoodspeaks.com. Yes, that's right. OGHollywoodspeaks.com has this fly gear, man. Savage Drive, man. He has this very fly gear, man. He's a former prisoner that changed his life, did 25 years after receiving a life sentence, got home, and he been home 10 years, man. He's been out, he's been free 10 years. He has his own clothing line called Savage Drive. It represents the kind of drive you need to have to make it to the top, the kind of drive you need to have to stay free, right? And as we talk about this prison topic, I want to highlight and show and give respects to those that have been to prison and that are doing the right things in today's society. Everybody go to OGHollywoodspeaks.com and get that Savage Drive. If you got the drive it takes to be successful, man, support him. Also, you can follow him on YouTube. You can follow him on all social medias at OGHollywoodspeaks.com. We appreciate the support here at CEO Talk, and we also like to support other black people doing something positive, man. Savage Drive, that is the clothing line. Get yours today. Salute.
What's good, man? We back in the building. Y'all remember to go to www.com, OG Hollywood Speaks, man. Get that Savage Drive gear, right? Check this out. Today, just like I promised you the other day, I was going to bring you the second half of that Mississippi Goon squad where 6 officers did the 2 black guys real dirty, but with their attempt to cover it up. However, life has a funny way of showing itself when it's time to show up, right? And like I told you, I was going to bring the sentencing back of those 6 officers, man. You can only get away with things for so long in life, man, regardless whether it's right or whether it's wrong, man. In this case, this shit was totally wrong, man. So they were sentenced for those that haven't been keeping up with it, right? So what I'm going to do is the same thing like I always do, man. The proof is in the pudding. But understand this, man. Once again, it's real life people, real life stories, man. These 2 black guys are real people. And after this incident, they got a real story, man. They got a real story, man. 6 declarated officers, man, violate these guys in the worst kind of way, man. And they're being punished by the law. Some say the stints were too short, but however, nevertheless, man, they were punished. You know, like I always say, man, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. What I mean by that, if your family tree is somewhat racist and hate the other color, 9 out of 10, as soon as you come into power, you have that same racist trait. And in this case, it wasn't no different, man. This wasn't no different. But I need people to understand, man, that just because it's 2024, in some motherfucking states, things still exist, man. It's just covered up. People that are in places, it's covered up. So like I said, here's the second part to that Goon squad in Rankin, Mississippi. They were sentenced. Let me put it up.
Assaulted and subjected to racial slurs after the law enforcement officers accused them of dating white women.
And these are the longest and strongest sentences in United States history for any police officers.
Judgment day for the Goon Squad. 5 disgraced former Rankin County deputies and an ex-Richland police officer sentenced to additional prison time after a judge rejected state prosecutors' recommendation to give the men less time behind bars for abusing 2 black men.
Been a long year, man, but it's been a short year. I'm thankful for all y'all, that's been here with us, man, for the ride. All y'all that helped us, with this fight.
Victims Eddie Parker and Michael Jenkins speaking out after the judge handed down the sentences.
It really ain't been about me. It's been about what they did to my mama, how they made her feel, and just the dictating and the bullying.
Sentences for Joshua Hartfield, Brett McAlpin, Jeffrey Middleton, Daniel Opdyke, and Christian Dedmon range from 15 years to 25 years. Hunter Elward, who shot Jenkins in the mouth, was given a 45-year prison sentence. Jenkins and Parker's attorney called the judge's ruling historic.
No police officer in the history of Rankin County has ever been held criminally responsible for harming anyone, let alone a black person.
The 6 men are already serving between 17 and a half years to 40 years in prison on federal charges. They will serve the state charges concurrent with the federal sentence. Prosecutors say in January 2023, the deputies handcuffed Jenkins and Parker in their Braxton home, then tased, beat, sexually assaulted, and subjected the men to racial slurs after the law officers accused them of dating white women. While the deputies are headed to prison, the fight for justice in Rankin County isn't over.
Brian Bailey should be on notice that he may be next.
The Rankin County NAACP still demanding Sheriff Brian Bailey resign and for the U.S. Justice Department to prosecute Bailey.
The sheriff, who we consider the leader of the Goon Squad.
That's right.
So we are going to continue our fight to remove.
There you have it, people. They have been convicted and they're going after the sheriff now, man. He is the leader of the gang. It's no doubt that he knew exactly what was going on. It's his unit. It's his instructions that were sent out by the sheriff of Rankin County. Like I said, man, you can always run, but your ass cannot hide. It might take some time for somebody to get a hold of the information, but in the end, if everything works out, down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier, man. Racism still exists in America, man. And that shit is always going to show up. It might not show up every day, but it's going to show up. Mark my word. Y'all remember to hit that like button and that subscribe button, man. It ain't often that the people of color win these kind of cases, man. And it's nothing to be celebrated, man. Got a long way to go, man. With a short time to get there, man. Y'all remember hit that like button and that subscribe button, man. Salute.